Hey guys, it's David from theunlocker.com, and today we're at Gadget Live 2011 in New York City. So, what is Gadget Live? Well, it's a free consumer-oriented event in which your average Joe can come see and touch some of the latest consumer electronics that are out or about to come out. No press events, no announcements, just a room full of gadgets. So, as a phone and tablet website, there wasn't really too much here for us. The event was small, and as I said, really more geared to consumers from off the street who want to try before they buy, more so than the media. Your big names were there, like T-Mobile, AT&T, Samsung, Motorola, and HTC, but nothing really new here to see, just their current lineups. Except for HTC, that is, who did have their Evo 3D on display, which comes out in a few days, but as you can see by this 3D video, that effect doesn't really show up on camera. So we had a dilemma. We can't cover the major players because it's stuff you've already seen. We decided then to take a look around and notice that there were other lesser known exhibitors of mobile products here. So we told them to show us what they got and see if we can find some products that sparked their interest. The first product that caught our interest was from the company OnLive. OnLive is a video game streaming product. Basically, they want to do for streaming video games what Netflix has done for streaming movies. There are two ways to play. You can rent games that are coming out now, like Red Faction Armageddon, for example, for 3 or 5 days at a time, and even purchase them and keep them forever. Or you can sign up for their Play Pack for $10 a month and have the ability to play a bunch of classic and even some relatively new games instantly. For example, Borderlands was just added to their Play Pack to give you an idea of the age of the games in the pack. With either of these options, though, there are no discs. You simply click play and it's streamed over the internet to the device you're playing on. And with that brings us to the devices that you can play on. As you can see here, we're playing on a TV. Now this is made possible by a small adapter you plug it into that you can purchase for about $100. Included in that is this Xbox 360-esque wireless controller. Besides the TV though, you can also play on your PC or Mac and even your iPad or Android tablet. I have to say, I'm a little impressed by OnLive. Sure, there are similar services, but what makes this one so great is the sheer number of devices you can play on and the fact that you're playing real console games. I think it's safe to say that so long as they keep the streaming technology working well, get some more partners so that they can have a lot more games as they're released, this won't be the last time we hear of OnLive. Next, we ran into Marvel and their recently acquired Konoma mobile app platform. Basically, Konoma is its own little virtual environment that developers can develop apps for using their Konoma SDK. The real draw, though, is the fact that this environment can be installed on an iOS device, like we see here being emulated on a large touchscreen monitor, or an Android device as well. Regardless of where it's deployed, the developer's app that was created using Konoma's SDK doesn't require different code to work on that device. Make your app once, people install Konoma on their device, and your app now runs on both Android and iOS, saving you time and money as a developer. The only downside to this is the fact that it's hard to get a consumer to understand that whole concept. It's even harder to get them to go to the Konoma site, install the software, then download your Konoma app from inside the Konoma market. So, while it is an interesting concept and the apps do run pretty well, we'll have to wait and see how Konoma creates a market for these apps so the developers have a reason to make Konoma apps. Next up, we found Cobra. You know, the radar detector company? Well, it seems that they've decided to branch out a little into mobile phones and mobile apps in particular. First, sticking true to their heritage, they've developed a radar detector that, with the help of a mobile app, syncs with your phone for visual as well as audio cues when there's a radar pointed at you, which of course is helpful when you want to try to figure out what your car's top speed actually is. Another product they were demonstrating was their keychain device that, using Bluetooth, will notify your phone if it leaves a designated distance from your phone. This is to say stop you from leaving your house with your phone and no keys. If you do, you can also use the GPS feature on the screen to find the keychain. So now, just make sure you don't lose your phone. And that's pretty much it, guys. Half of this small event was non-mobile products, TVs, storage devices, and iRobot floor cleaning machines, and the other half was stuff that's already out and that you've probably already seen. So, hopefully we found a few nuggets of interest for you, and if you want more information on any of the companies we've showed, check out their links beneath this video. As for Gadget Live, if there's one of them near you and you've been anxious to play with some devices but don't feel like running from store to store, it's a great place to see them all in one room.